Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace here, and the topic of this video is how long will the Wii U's lifespan be? Because some people have said, oh, it'll be gone in a year or two, which right off the bat, let's just dismiss that because that is highly unlikely. In fact, I would even go as far as to say flat out impossible. Unless a meteor struck Nintendo headquarters and blew it up, making the Wii U dead in its tracks because nothing can be done about it. That's just simply not going to happen. So we're going to go over a few things to kind of arrive at the conclusion, in my opinion, of when the Wii U will come to an end for its lifespan. So first of all, there's still so many games coming for the Wii U. So if the Wii U was cancelled or discontinued relatively soon, it would seem almost a waste, because the sales of these games, especially the ones coming out next year, would be cut off. You would be cutting off your future sales. Instead of having a game come out and be out for a few years so it can continue to sell over a few years period, you'd have it out for maybe a year? I don't think so. So you got games like Bayonetta 2 this year. You got games like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker this year. You got Fast Racing Neo, which we still don't know for sure, but next month we are finally getting screenshots. Hooray, it's exciting. You've got stupid Hyrule Warriors coming this year. What else? We have Sonic Boom coming this year, as well as Super Smash Bros, of course. How could we forget about that? So those games alone are huge blockbuster games that will add to the Wii U's library. The Wii U's library is still growing. There would be no point. If they killed off the Wii U so soon, then you'd be like, wow, that console has the smallest library out of any console. The GameCube sold poorly back in the day, yet in the end, they kept going with it, and it still did not too shabby. So the Wii U will be similar to the GameCube in the sense that it will continue to go on. There will be good games on it that come out for years to come. Now let's go over, remember we got the games next year too, and there's probably going to be more that are revealed. So first of all, we have Splatoon, of course. Then we have games like Mighty Number 9, which, yeah, that's a multi-plat, so ooh, big deal. Project Cars, as you all know how I feel about that. Mario Party 10, I believe, is next year. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, that is also next year. Star Fox, of course, can't forget about that, that's next year. Yoshi's Woolly World, that's next year. Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei, the crossover, might be next year, but we don't really know. Xenoblade Chronicles X, of course, is next year because it was delayed. And, of course, Zelda Wii U as well. So there's plenty of good games coming out to the system. That's without question. So again, why would Nintendo release these games, then kill off the system? Doesn't make much sense, does it? What else? Let's move right along, shall we? I think that's about it I'm going to cover for the games department of this discussion. Let's move over to Iwata himself, because I wanted to discuss him. So first of all, with Iwata, he's had frickin' health issues, as we know, from involving the Wii U. And it's, terrible first year and a half, and the investors bitching at him and everything. So do you really think that after he finally starts to turn the Wii U around just a little bit, and after he starts to recover from being unhealthy, from stress and all this other stuff, you really think that investors would be, and after they re-elected him, that they'd be happy just to say, or see him say, nope, we're ditching the Wii U? Like, really? Not gonna happen. Not going to happen. As well as his own message, where he says, where was it? Something along the lines, as you can see in the message here, or the picture I should say, that they will not be discontinuing the Wii U or releasing their next hardware until the user base is satisfied. So once again, the system won't be, or the consumers will not be satisfied with the Wii U until, a few years down the line, especially when a lot of people are waiting for things like Metroid. So let's discuss, let's actually go back slightly to the games department, because there is one main game I wanted to mention that a lot of people are waiting for, and it's something that, again, we know it's coming at some point, and that is Metroid for the Wii U. Whether it's Prime 4, which in this picture it's fan-made, I'm guessing anyway, because it's not legit, but either way, Metroid for the Wii U, we know it's going to come at some point. But if, again, the Wii U was cancelled, say, in 2016, like say it was at the very end of 2015, right after Zelda, they'd cut it off, then where's Metroid? It wouldn't make any sense. We know someone's going to be working on it, so unless they were to delay it and then just port it over or change it from Wii U to whatever the next console was, which really, you're complicating things. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no logical sense whatsoever. Now, the last little bit here I wanted to go over is a few little extra things that kind of tie in with this whole thing. First of all, we got Nintendo making the GameCube controller for Smash Bros. And bringing it back. Why on earth would Nintendo make a technically not a brand new controller, but bring back the GameCube controller, which is more money that they're spending on an accessory, or a controller in this case, for the Wii U. They're spending more money to put out a new controller for the Wii U. This makes no sense. If they were getting rid of the Wii U, then what the hell? Why would they spend more money in investing into new controllers and new features for the Wii U? It shows that they have determination and that they are going to stick to their guns and continue to do the Wii U for a number of years yet. Next up is all of the Wii U updates that we've been getting since launch. I mean, we might get a major one maybe once to twice in a year, but either way, it shows that Nintendo is continually updating a system. If they weren't planning to keep the Wii U around for much longer, why keep updating it? Do you really think that they would just say, yep, here's all these amazing, better updates, making the system more stable, just to kill it? Why do you need a stable system if you're going to kill it off? Doesn't fucking make any sense, does it? I didn't think so. And then the last little subject I wanted to go over, it was revealed at E3, which was actually, before I get into that, I wanted to mention the quality of life platform, which we still don't know a damn thing about, but irrelevant. We don't even know if that's fully going to focus on the Wii U or not. But let's get back on track to the final topic I wanted to mention, which is the Amiibos. Do you really think that Nintendo would have made these Amiibo action figures, or toys, or statues, whatever you want to call them, and a full collection of Nintendo casting characters? Do you really think they would invest in making all these things just to only sell them on the market for like 1 to 2 years? No, these things are going to be collected. People are going to be buying these for a few years. Not 1, not 2, at minimum 3 years. Especially if they continue to keep making more and more Amiibos. People are going to want to collect them. So once again, it shows Nintendo is doing more investing into the Wii U. It's not going anywhere. So we're going to wrap up this video by me saying my prediction, my answer to when will the Wii U die, or when will it reach the end of its lifespan, which is very simple. Now again, it's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but this is based off of the things I went over in this video. In my opinion, the game, or not the game, what am I talking about? The Wii U console will reach the end of its lifespan in 2017 to 2018, either one of those years. 2018 at the maximum, because it's 2014 now. Come November, the Wii U will have been out for 2 years. Now, I believe the Wii U will be about a 6-year console. So I think, wait, is that right? Let me think here for a sec. 2014, so if I said 2017, that's 3 more years. Yeah, okay. I thought I was doing the math right there. Normally a console lasts for 6 to 7 years, but I believe the Wii U will last for 5 to 6 years. So come 2017, it will have been out for 5 years. Come 2018, it will have reached the 6-year mark, which no later than that, I really don't see it lasting 7 years. And I think it's going to be similar to how the Wii had Skyward Sword was its last real big blockbuster game. I mean, it had Kirby's Return to Dreamland, but really it started to die off. I hope Nintendo doesn't quite do that same thing with the Wii U, where there's a whole year of it just kind of not putting out anything. But either way, I think Metroid, it's going to sound a little harsh, but I think Metroid Wii U will be out in 2016, and that will be kind of, I think it will signal the, what's the word, the beginning of the end for the Wii U. I think that's going to be the game that starts, not quality-wise, because it's going to be a great game, but I think that's the game when it comes out that's going to just start to do, tip the scales and go downwards for the Wii U towards the end of its life cycle. Because by then, there will only be 1 to maybe 2 more years left in the console's life cycle. So, that's just my opinion. That's all I really have to say. So once again, I think 2017 to 2018 at most. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another video at some point talking about when the 3DS's lifespan could end. Either way, I'm Original Blood Ace. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. As always,